Hello, everyone. My name is Erin, and today I want to share with you a very special story about getting ready for the new school year. As a mother, the beginning of the school season is always full of excitement, plans, and a little bit of chaos. I know many parents can relate to this moment when the long summer days come to an end and it's time to prepare our children for learning again. For me, this year was particularly exciting because my son, Adam, was moving to a new grade. He was full of energy and a little bit nervous about what the new school year would bring. And, of course, one of the most important rituals of this season is shopping for school supplies. It's not just about buying pencils and notebooks, it's about creating the feeling of a fresh start, of having everything ready to step into a new adventure. I remember sitting at our kitchen table one sunny morning in late August. I had a notebook and a pen in front of me, and I was writing down the list of items that Adam would need. The school had already sent us a printed list, but I wanted to make sure I added some personal touches, things that would make Adam feel comfortable and excited about school. On my paper, the list looked something like this: notebooks, lined and squared; pencils and erasers; pens in blue, black, and red; colored pencils and markers; a ruler and a geometry set; glue sticks and scissors; folders for different subjects; a new school bag; a lunchbox, and a water bottle. As I wrote, Adam leaned over the table, his eyes sparkling with curiosity. "Mom," he asked, "can I choose my own backpack this time? Last year, the one you picked was nice, but I want something that really shows who I am." I smiled. "Of course, Adam. This year, you're big enough to choose your own bag. But remember, it has to be practical, not just cool looking." He nodded seriously, though I could see the excitement in his eyes. For a child, a backpack is more than just a bag. It's almost like a companion that carries their little world every day. After finishing the list, I folded the paper and put it in my handbag. I told Adam, "All right, we'll go to the stationery shop this afternoon. It might be crowded, but that's part of the fun." The rest of the morning was filled with Adam's chatter. He kept imagining what kind of backpack he might find, one with superheroes, or one with bright colors, or maybe even one with lots of secret pockets. As his mother, I loved watching his imagination run wild, and I also felt grateful for these small but precious moments. By noon, we were ready. I reminded Adam to wear comfortable shoes because we might be walking a lot. I also carried a bottle of water and some snacks in case the shopping took longer than expected. For me, small details like this are important because I know how easily children can become tired or cranky. When we stepped outside, the summer sun was still warm, but there was already a hint of autumn in the air. The leaves on some trees were starting to turn yellow, and a gentle breeze made the day perfect for an outing. Adam held my hand as we walked to the bus stop, and I could feel his excitement vibrating through his little fingers. "Mom, do you think we'll find everything on the list?" he asked as we waited. "I'm sure we will," I replied confidently. "And even if we don't, we'll make it an adventure. Sometimes the best part of shopping is discovering something unexpected." The bus arrived, slightly crowded with other families who clearly had the same mission as us. Parents carried lists, and children talked excitedly about their favorite notebooks or the colors they wanted for their pencil cases. It was almost like a community event, a shared ritual that brought us all together. Adam found a seat by the window, and as the bus moved, he pressed his nose against the glass, pointing at children carrying shopping bags. "Look, Mom, they already bought their things. I can't wait until we do too." I laughed softly, patting his shoulder. "Patience, Adam. Soon it will be your turn." The bus ride was short, and soon we arrived at the busy shopping street where our favorite stationery store was located. The shop had big glass windows filled with colorful displays, stacks of notebooks in every size, shelves overflowing with crayons, pens, and markers, and, of course, a row of backpacks hanging proudly like trophies waiting to be chosen. Adam gasped the moment he saw the window. "Mom, look, backpacks! Can we go there first?" I smiled warmly. "Of course. Let's take it step by step. We'll start with the bag since I know it's the most important thing for you." As we pushed open the glass door of the shop, the smell of fresh paper and ink filled the air. It was a familiar and comforting scent, one that always reminded me of my own childhood and the excitement of school days. Inside, the store buzzed with life, parents comparing lists, children negotiating their favorite colors, and the sound of cash registers ringing again and again. Adam squeezed my hand, his eyes wide as he looked around. "Wow, Mom, this place is amazing!" And in that moment, I felt the same excitement he did. Shopping for school supplies might seem like a simple task, but to us, it was a small celebration, a way of welcoming the new school year with hope and joy. The moment Adam and I stepped inside the stationery store, we were surrounded by colors, sounds, and the wonderful smell of new paper. Rows and rows of neatly arranged items stretched in every direction. On one side, tall shelves were filled with notebooks in different colors: blue, red, green, and even shiny metallic ones. On the other side, there were racks filled with pens, pencils, and markers in every imaginable shade. Adam's eyes grew wide. "Mom, this is like paradise," he whispered, almost afraid that if he spoke too loudly, the magical scene might disappear. I chuckled, squeezing his shoulder. "Yes, Adam, it really is. Now, remember, we have a list to follow. Let's start with the most important thing, your backpack. We walked to the section where backpacks of every style and size were hanging. Some had cartoon characters, others had sports themes, and there were even simple, elegant designs. Adam's hands moved quickly from one to another, touching the fabric, pulling the zippers, and imagining what it would feel like to carry them to school every day. "Mom, look at this one!" he exclaimed, pointing to a bright red backpack with black stripes. "It looks like a racing car. So cool!" I examined it carefully. It is cool, but let's check if it's strong enough. We need something that can carry heavy books and last the whole year. I tugged at the straps and checked the zippers. They seemed fine, but the size looked a bit small. "Adam, I think this one might be too small for your textbooks." His shoulders dropped slightly. "Oh, okay." I quickly added, "But don't worry, let's keep looking. I'm sure we'll find one that's both strong and stylish." After a few more tries, Adam spotted another backpack, this time navy blue, with a pattern of tiny planets and stars glowing faintly. His eyes lit up. "Mom, this one! It looks like space, and you know how much I love astronomy." I smiled warmly. "Yes, Adam, this one is perfect for you. It's big enough, strong, and it reflects your personality. Do you want to choose it?" He hugged the backpack to his chest as if it were a treasure. "Yes, this is the one." With the most important item chosen, we moved to the notebook section. The shelves were stacked high, and children around us were debating colors with their parents. Adam picked up a green notebook and asked, "Can this one be for science? Green feels like nature, and science is about nature." I nodded, impressed by his thoughtfulness. "That's a wonderful idea. Let's match subjects with colors. What about blue for math?" Adam grinned. "Yes, and red for English because it feels strong. Yellow for art because it's bright and happy." Together, we built a small mountain of notebooks in our basket, each chosen with care and a little imagination. Next, we headed to the pen and pencil aisle. Adam tried out a few pens, scribbling on the test paper provided by the store. "Mom, this one writes so smoothly," he said, holding up a blue pen with a soft grip. I checked the price tag. It was a little higher than the others, but I could see the joy on his face. "All right, you can have it. Sometimes it's worth paying a bit more for comfort." He quickly added the matching black and red pens as well. Then he picked up a pack of colored pencils. "Mom, can I get these too, for drawing in art class?" "Of course," I replied. "Creativity is just as important as studying." As we continued down the aisle, we found rulers, erasers shaped like fruits, glue sticks, and a pair of scissors with a protective cover. Adam laughed as he tested the erasers. "This one smells like strawberries," he said, holding it under his nose. I laughed too. "Well, I suppose if your homework smells sweet, it might make studying more fun." When we reached the folder section, Adam picked up a bright orange one. This will be for homework. I'll keep all my papers safe so you don't have to remind me every day. I raised an eyebrow, amused. Really? That sounds like a very good plan. Let's hope you stick to it. After almost an hour of exploring, our basket was full. Adam carried his new backpack proudly, while I held the rest of the items. At the checkout counter, the cashier smiled as she scanned the mountain of supplies. "First day of school?" she asked kindly. I nodded. Yes, and he's very excited. Adam couldn't stop smiling as the cashier placed everything neatly into bags. "This is the best day ever," he declared, his voice full of joy. When we stepped out of the store, the sun was beginning to set, painting the sky with shades of pink and orange. Adam looked up at me, holding the shopping bag tightly. "Thank you, Mom. Today was amazing." I bent down and kissed his forehead. "You're welcome, Adam. But remember, these are just tools. What matters most is how you use them in school." He nodded seriously, as if my words were a secret piece of wisdom. And with that, we headed home, both of us tired but filled with a sense of accomplishment and excitement for the year ahead. And now, dear viewers, this story of Adam and Erin preparing for the first day of school has a little message for you too. Just like Adam is preparing for his new school year, you are preparing for your journey in learning English. Here is my advice. Listen to this story many times. Repeat the sentences slowly, just as if you were part of the dialogue. Try shadowing. That means listening and speaking at the same time, imitating the way the characters talk. By doing this, your English will become more natural and you will feel more confident every day. So, get ready, just like Adam, organize your tools, and keep practicing. Learning is a journey, and every small step matters.